Tyson Fury won in a very controversial split decision against Francis Ngannou, and rumors are going around that Tyson will retire now after beating Francis. Francis Ngannou definitely thought that he won the fight against Tyson Fury, and he believes that the judges should have been sanctioned. Francis stated, "I'm confident that I won that fight, but I wasn't surprised by what happened last night. I knew that it would have happened. I think it's a shame for boxing. I think it's a shame for the sport. I think those judges or whoever, they should be sanctioned. I want to understand why those judges judge like that." Tyson Fury admitted that this was definitely one of his toughest fights in the last 10 years. Tyson stated, "He's a very awkward man and he's a good puncher, and I respect him a lot before the fight and afterward. He was very awkward. He wasn't coming forward. He was just standing back waiting for me to land my punches and then counter. He's a good fighter. He's given probably one of my toughest fights in the last 10 years. It's a part of boxing. I got caught behind the head again. I didn't hurt my legs or anything. I was all right. It was what it was. I got back up and got back to my boxing. Yeah, I don't know how close it was, but I got the win, and that's what it is." Conor McGregor definitely thought that Francis held his own very well, and he was happy with what he saw in the fight.
I scored it for the fans, Queensberry rules, the Queen is at it, outdoor old tricks again, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. The fans won, Ngannou rep themselves very well. Tyson also rep himself very well.
Is this one of those ones where Francis has won despite
Heavyweight boxing is awesome, Oscar. Yeah, I like that on the edge of your seat, because any blink of a shot can end the whole thing, and it was an awesome match. Fair play to Tyson. Didn't have to give that opportunity to Ngannou. That's a risk. He doesn't know who Ngannou is even. He doesn't know what his style is, what his approach is going to be. I'm impressed about him. Fair fucking play. I'm happy how it went, I tell you that.
Has Ngannou just booked himself like a load of boxing match now, like Wilder, Joshua?
Add Ngannou into the heavyweight mix for sure. It'll be a lot easier to get an Ngannou fight against all the heavyweights than it will be Joshua versus, Fury and all that difficulty.
Yeah.
Ngannou, you can add him into the mix now as a legit contender in heavyweight division in boxing. And he should be able to get fights made for sure.
Francis believes that even Tyson Fury would say that he won the fight with how he was performing. Francis stated, "If he was being honest, Fury would say I won the fight. I won that fight. There's no question about it. Even before getting here, I knew if this fight gets to a decision, I'm not winning. Not because I didn't do good, but because I'm the new guy in the house. I come here and I just want to kick into people's business. There's a structure of business out there and you need to do a lot to destroy it. I wasn't just expecting to win like that in a decision. But it is what it is. I do my job. I know that I did everything I could have done. I did my best. Maybe next time I should just do better to convince people." John Fury thought Tyson's win was a glorious spectacle, and he stated, "Well, he keeps getting up off the floor with thunderous punches and winning. And that takes a champion and a half. Of course, I was impressed by him. A big, strong man, the hardest puncher in recorded history. But what happens when the big GK, Gypsy King, gets up off the floor to win?" Tommy Fury definitely gave credit to Francis Ngannou, but he still thought that his brother was the best fighter in the ring. Tommy stated, "This is getting up off the canvas and winning. That's the heart of a champion, a true champion. All credit to Francis Ngannou. He's a difficult man to box, isn't he? He's got dynamite in both hands, but Tyson is everything that it means to be a champion. He comes off the floor every time and comes back to win. That's what it's all about. It was the same thing last week. These guys are very difficult to fight, as you can see. A win, and we move on. He did well. He's a big, strong guy. That was the hardest fight of his life. He was there to do it, and he tried his best." Alexander Usyk is still hoping to fight Tyson Fury in December, but he doesn't think that Tyson Fury took Francis seriously enough. Usyk stated, "I won it on December 23rd, and no excuses about injuries. Although I don't know what to make of what I was watching. Was he playing around, trying to fool me? Did Ngannou surprise him? I was shouting for him to bring in the jab, wanting him to win, which he did. But I wouldn't have taken a fight like this before facing him. We've waited long enough. I'm ready, really ready for December 23rd. MMA fighter Kamaru Usman really thinks that the boxing world sees Francis can hold his own in the ring now. Kamaru stated, "Ngannou landed the harder shots, the cleaner shots, but it's boxing. The judges are going to do what they're going to do. Of course I'm proud. Yes, very proud. I knew this. I said, if Francis touches you, either hand, it's going to be a problem. I thought Tyson Fury felt that, and that's why he just decided to point fight and play safe." Losing didn't keep Francis from celebrating with good friends after the fight, though.
Come on, you just beat the best boxer. I saw that, bro. Come on. You just won the fight. You beat the guy, man. You beat the guy. Amazing, bro. Amazing.
Lennox Lewis definitely didn't think that Tyson Fury had a long enough camp, and he stated, "Just by looking at those love handles, I thought to myself, no way Fury had a full camp. I'm thinking he maybe got in 4 to 6 weeks. This definitely wasn't the same Fury who beat Deontay Wilder." It seems as though Tyson might have been embarrassed by how he won, though, and fans are looking at the fact that there was no post-fight conference. Chisanga Malata stated, "There will be no post-fight press conference as it's been canceled. I wonder why. Could it be because the lineal heavyweight champion got outboxed and dropped by a complete novice and scraped a decision win?" Frank Warren doesn't think that Tyson is going to be able to fight Alexander Usyk in December after this fight, and he thought it was a superb event.
December, he's obviously going with that?
No, it won't be. No,
Yeah.
He won't be ready.
What's his injuries? Is there any injuries?
It's a tough fight, and if he goes into, he'd need time out to heal his body. Time that takes, then get back into camp. He'd only have about 5 or 6 weeks training, so it's not bad.
How did you score the fight, by the way?
Oh, he won. He won.
Yeah,
I had him winning by at least. So the worst case, 3 rounds, but he won.
Last question for you: how does Ngannou do against the other heavyweights like AJ?
He gives everybody a tough fight, doesn't he? There's no doubt about it.
Before the fight, Tyson Fury had addressed old rumors about him retiring, and he thought it was a terrible idea. Tyson stated, "I'm looking to sign another 10-fight deal after this, so I don't know. I'm going to put my feelers out there and see who I can get the best deal off for another 10 fights. What else is there? I retire, plenty of money, plenty of achievement, whatever, 35 years old. What am I going to do? This makes me happy, fighting. This is all I've ever done and all that's ever made me happy, so it'd be stupid now to walk away from it when I'm making millions of dollars and getting loads of joy from it as well." Of course, that was before everyone saw how he barely handled Francis Ngannou, and now George Groves thinks that we might be seeing the last of Tyson Fury in the ring. Ngannou or Fury didn't do a post-fight press conference, and one hint would be the reason why Fury didn't is because he knows that then they're going to ask him about Usyk, and they want to do a big gala announcement in London in a couple weeks. The truth is, I think, Fury knows that ain't happening. He doesn't want to have to answer that question as well, as he doesn't want to face the heat of how come everyone online is saying you've just robbed an MMA fighter in a boxing match. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe and check out some of our other videos on the screen right now.